What if I told you that Sylvester Stallone just took a massive swing at woke culture in his latest series, Tulsa King?
You know what my pronoun is? Guess. Time's up. It, as in it, can't take this anymore.
That one line has gone viral, sparking a heated debate online. In today's video, we're diving into the deeper message behind that scene, Stallone's take on identity politics, and how his career, iconic roles like Rocky and Rambo, stands in stark contrast to today's Hollywood. Stay tuned, because we're getting right into it. In Tulsa King, Stallone's character Dwight Manfredi delivered a line that became a flashpoint for criticism of modern woke culture.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
When Stallone's character mocked pronouns, it wasn't just a throwaway line. It reflected Stallone's personal frustration with what he views as the overreach of political correctness. Stallone's critique of the woke movement doesn't stop with pronouns. He's been vocal about his broader frustrations with how political correctness has infiltrated Hollywood.
Who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
Day of the kind of entrepreneurial, of grabbing life by the seat of the pants, going with your gut instinct, is over. For example, when Rocky would never be made today. This never would have happened. It's over. Majority. The Godfather wouldn't be made today.
In Stallone's view, Hollywood has traded authentic storytelling for sensitivity.
Why don't you just turn off your brain and let your heart do the talking?
Making it harder for creators to focus on entertainment without worrying about offending someone.
Happy birthday, asshole.
He believes that the industry's focus on social issues has stifled creativity and restricted the kind of bold, unapologetic characters that made him a household name.
Destroying a $7 million mini-mall to rescue a girl whose ransom was only $25,000.
Fuck you, lady!
To understand Stallone's frustration with Hollywood's current climate, we need to look back at the films that defined his career. Sylvester Stallone's legacy is deeply intertwined with the patriotic values and ethics portrayed by his iconic characters, Rocky and Rambo. Both films reflect a sense of duty to the country, as well as unwavering personal values. In Rocky, we see an embodiment of the American dream, an underdog boxer rising to greatness through hard work, perseverance, and resilience. Particularly in Rocky IV, where Rocky faces off against a Soviet fighter, the character becomes a symbol of American patriotism during the Cold War, standing for freedom, individualism, and national pride. Rocky's moral code, never giving up, treating opponents with respect, and learning from defeat, mirrors Stallone's own dedication to portraying strong ethical values in his films.
All your strength, all your power, all your love, everything you've got.
You know what to do. Do it.
Similarly, Rambo reflects a darker but equally powerful form of patriotism. John Rambo, a Vietnam veteran, fights not for personal gain, but for justice and to protect the oppressed. His battles, though violent, are driven by a deep sense of moral duty and American ideals. Whether fighting Soviet forces in Rambo 3 or protecting missionaries in Burma in Rambo 4, Rambo's actions echo Stallone's belief in standing up for what is right, no matter the cost. Both characters highlight values of resilience, personal responsibility, and loyalty to one's country, which connect directly to Stallone's own principles. He has repeatedly expressed frustration with modern Hollywood's abandoning these traditional values in favor of political correctness. These films continue to serve as timeless examples of patriotism and ethics, shaping the way Stallone is perceived by audiences around the world. Stallone's characters have often been described as icons of conservative patriotism. He told Variety in 2019 that people assumed he was a Republican because he played patriotic characters like Rocky and John Rambo. However, he has been hesitant to embrace politics in his movie career.
Are you, in fact, a big Trump supporter?
I'm not a political animal in the sense that you don't see me out campaigning. I don't do any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know what a Republican was until I did Rambo, and I went, oh, I'm a Republican. I swear to you.
Wow.
Because I had a politically agnostic household. When Reagan came out and went, Rambo's a Republican, you know, Rambo was a flag wave. I just thought he was a very patriotic person. I wasn't making a damn political statement.
Right.
But oh my God, it was on. I didn't vote for anybody.
You didn't vote for anybody,
No,
and you don't plan
I
on
didn't
voting
like anybody.
Do you plan on voting in 2020?
No. I really believe I want the best man to win.
He, unlike many Hollywood stars, wants to stay out of politics and focus on the movies, as he loves everybody from both sides.
I try to really stay out of it, even though everyone assumes I am so hardcore right. I didn't even know really the difference between the parties until I was 29 years old. Until I did like movie, I went, holy shit.
Right.
Really? Okay.
In Stallone's view, Hollywood hasn't just lost its patriotism, it's lost its strength. The action heroes of the 80s and 90s, like Stallone himself and Arnold Schwarzenegger, embodied a kind of raw masculinity that today's films no longer embrace. According to Stallone, modern-day action stars are more emotionally vulnerable, and the focus has shifted to creating characters that reflect progressive values rather than showcasing the kind of tough, resilient masculinity that he once represented.
They don't even allow these today. They don't even allow these today because they're so dangerous. But that's what they used when I did the film. They're barely 6 ounces, they're Reyes, and they're literally lethal. So I still have them because it's a time when people were tougher. Sorry, they were. Life is just getting a little easier and easier and easier. And, oh, that's great. It's wonderful, but it's not. I think when we force ourselves into tough situations, that's what the human creature is supposed to do. They're not supposed to have wheels on their suitcases.
Reverently, Stallone made headlines for leaving California and moving to Florida. For many, this move was seen as a rejection of not only California's politics, but also Hollywood's increasingly liberal and politically correct culture.
After long, hard consideration, your mother and I have decided it's time to move on and leave the state of California permanently, and we're going to go to Florida. We're going to sell this house.
What? What?
Yep.
Is this a joke?
It's not a joke at all.
You're full-time. No LA time.
We already have the place. It's a done deal.
Though Stallone hasn't explicitly stated political reasons for the move, his frustrations with California's policies and Hollywood's direction seem to align with his decision to relocate. So what's next for Stallone? He shows no signs of slowing down. As he approaches new projects, Stallone is determined to stay true to the values that made him a star. He's not backing down from his fight against woke culture, and he's committed to telling stories that reflect the themes of resilience, patriotism, and traditional masculinity. For Stallone, the fight isn't just on the big screen anymore, it's off-screen too, as he battles the ever-growing influence of political correctness in Hollywood. Sylvester Stallone has spent decades fighting for what he believes in, both in his films and now, in his personal views. From his viral pronoun moment in Tulsa King to his move away from California, Stallone continues to challenge the woke agenda while staying true to the values that have defined his career. What do you think of Stallone's stance on modern culture and Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on Hollywood's culture wars.